Hey, my name is Christopher McClure, and uh, my website is poise.us. And you can also find me on Facebook at poise.us. I have a Facebook page. And you can find me on YouTube at Principles of Inner Shift Evolution. That's what POISE stands for, Principles of Inner Shift Evolution. Today I'd like to show you a little meditation that you might find useful. Do you sometimes feel like you're kind of stuck emotionally, and it's hard to really access what you're feeling, or it's hard to relax into what you're feeling? Well, this can help you, and it doesn't take very long. Um, it's based on a practice called Jinshin Jitsu, and it uses your fingers on your hand um, as uh, as they are associated with organs in your body. So your pinky is associated with your heart, and your ring finger is associated with your lungs, and your middle finger with your liver, and your index finger with your kidneys, and your thumb with your stomach. And but besides the organs, there's also emotions associated with that. And so I'm going to give you the overview, and then we're going to go through each one as a meditation. So the pinky, what's associated with the pinky, with the heart, is joy, and what's associated with the ring finger or the lungs is surrender, and what's associated with the with the middle finger, is in the liver is determination, and what's associated with the index finger and the kidneys is excitement, and then what's associated with the thumb and the stomach is peace. Okay, so what you can what you can do very simply is you just hold on to hold on to one of the fingers. So let's start with the pinky. So we're holding on to the pinky, and what we're doing is we're feeling inside ourselves, feeling for joy somewhere inside our body. It's like where can I feel joy in myself? And when you feel that feeling, just kind of settle in it, and and just allow yourself to feel it, and you could even move it around if you want. You can, if you sort of feel it in your left chest, for instance, but you feel like a little kind of stuck in your right shoulder, you can try moving the joy to your right shoulder. And if breathing helps you to kind of settle into your body, and and maybe move those emotions around, go ahead and use your respiration. You can also tune into the sensation. What is the sensation of joy? Um, does it have like a tingling kind of feeling? Is it a softer kind of wave? And and if you're really having a hard time feeling, a feeling, something you can try is you can get you can use a magnet, right? And these are actually just little disc magnets that I got off of the internet, and put them together. But you could literally just use like a refrigerator magnet. And what you do is this is the way I do it, is I actually center myself, just put my attention in my this part of my body right here, which is this is my breastbone, and right below it there's like a soft spot there. That's called the xiphoid process. So I put my attention there, and you can actually put your finger there and feel your pulse. And then I, if it's like for joy that I'm having trouble feeling, what I do is I run the magnets across the top, there's a meridian that goes, up your forehead and down your back, and actually it goes all the way down to the base of your spine. But if you're doing it yourself, it's good enough to just get through the head right down to the back of the neck. And what I'll do is I'll run that, until I start to feel. There's usually that, like when you can't feel a feeling, it's because you're stuck. There's something stuck, and it's usually because there's some kind of mental, attitude or story or something you have. So I just run the magnet until I start to feel it. I can feel like my head starts to open up, and then the feeling just becomes. Then I can just feel the energy in my body, and I do that when I just start to feel that opening. I do it one more time, just to kind of like cement it in a little bit, and then go back to the feeling, and okay. So now let's move on to the ring finger, which is surrender. So I'm going to hold my ring finger, and this is something that's maybe a little more difficult for most of us in the West, in Western civilization, to feel surrender, because we're so kind of individualistic and wanting to be in control of our our world and our bodies and our reality, basically. But so that's why it's so good to actually feel surrender, to take the time to feel that emotion in ourselves. It tends to balance out all that kind of doing and control that we are so maybe compulsive about. So anyway, just feeling the sense of surrender. And that your emotions can definitely go beyond your body. You can feel, like I have a sense of surrendering to the universe. Allowing myself to kind of be one with the universe. And once again, if you feel blocked there, then you use the magnets. Okay. So now I'm going to move on to the middle finger, which is determination. And by the way, it's like if it's hard for you to tune into the to the surrender, you might want to check out what is the negative feeling. The flip side of that is sadness or grief, and you might want to check out, where am I feeling sad or grief, or feeling grief in my body. And with the middle finger, it's anger. Actually, it's actually anger, and so what I'm leading with here is the positive expression of these energies, but it might be that you have to actually address the negative expression of it first in order to get in touch with it and then to move it in the positive direction. So feel that middle finger and feel the sense of determination. What do you feel determined about in your life? What is it that you're willing to make a stand about? And breathing with that, into that, can really kind of help. And like I said before, when you feel that feeling somewhere in your body, you might want to try moving it to other areas. And it's good to have your feet, planted firmly on the ground. You know, and if once again, if you're feeling a bit stuck with that, you can center your tension in the xiphoid process. We just call it XP for short, and run the magnets once again. Run them over the top of your head. You know, up the. Start right at the between the brows, and like I said, that's a meridian. There's a meridian. It's a major meridian, and it. So what you're doing there is you're releasing blocks around that meridian. Do it to the point where you start to feel it opening, and do it one more time. And then go back to the feeling, in this case, determination. And, really allow yourself to bask in the feelings. It's like we don't, we're not a society that really focuses that much on feeling. For the most part, there are some people, some activities that do, but it's good. So in this exercise, you have an opportunity to really, just like allow yourself to bask in that. Okay, so then we're moving on to the pointer, and this is associated with the kidneys and excitement. And just so you know, the flip side, the negative side of that is fear. So you might, if you're feeling a lot of fear in your life, you might want to just go there right away and just and feel the fear and allow yourself to feel it. But look for the excitement. It's like children are a good example of being able to they can feel both both sides of that energy of they can feel fear and they can feel excitement. You do something like boo, and they go, and then they start laughing. That's like it's exciting to be on that edge of fear and excitement. So go ahead and feel that excitement or that fear in your body. You can ask yourself, what am I afraid of, and really, this is the time for you to work on yourself, to maintain yourself, so that when you walk in the world and you're busy in the world and you're doing, you don't have to be held back by your inability to feel these things and be fluid with them and let them pass through you. You can do that and get acquainted with yourself here. And to allow ourselves to get excitement, that is, in a sense, it's really inviting the child in ourselves. Sometimes as we get older, we don't allow ourselves to feel excitement or joy, and this is feeling these feelings is a way for us to become more vulnerable with ourselves, and to essentially be all of who we are. Okay, so now let's move to the thumb, and the thumb once again is the stomach, and the feeling is peace. So yeah, let's go ahead and feel into ourselves, and where's that peace that maybe you long for that peace, or maybe it's right there, and you just need to tap into it. And if you need to breathe with that, feel the sensations of that. ahead. And if there's parts of your body that are kind of agitated, go ahead and look for the peace in those agitations. And you might get to a place where you're kind of like not so identified with your body anymore. You might get to a place that's more about just awareness, and that's good, because I think these, when we can feel our emotions freely, fully, we actually get to the essence of who we are, which I believe is, more to something like a soul level, or even beyond that, spirit. Okay, so yeah, those are the five emotions, is what I call them, and essentially it comes from Jinshin Jitsu. And just to review, we've got peace, excitement, determination, surrender, and joy. And you can just tap into those. If you're feeling fearful, you get triggered, and somebody uh, yells at you or cuts you off in traffic, you can hold that finger, or just say if you're driving, you could even just concentrate on your index fingers, and just be aware that's a way in and out, that for that energy. It's a way into your body for you to feel it and for it to be released. You can release energy that way. And of course, pay attention to your driving while you're doing that. So hope this was helpful. My name is Christopher McClure. Poise.us is my website. Poise.us is my Facebook page. And Principles of Inner Shift Evolution is my YouTube channel. So I hope you will visit me and look for more of videos like this, of these kind of helpful kind of mini meditations. And thank you.